Yes, please stop writing and focus on the board. You will have time to write. Today we are going to be looking at retailing. We are going to be looking at what? Retailing. We said that trading is classified or divided into two types or two categories. What are the two categories of trading? Home trading and what? Foreign trading. We say that we are having home trade whenever you're trading in the same currency, isn't it? In one country. Is that clear? When you're conducting trading within a country, you are doing what? Home trade. But when one country is trading with another country, we are having what? Foreign trade. And we say that this home trade is divided into two: retailing and what? Wholesaling. Retailing and what? Wholesaling. We say that wholesaling is when you buy from the producer and sell to the retailers in bulk. In what? Bulk. But when you buy in small quantity from the wholesaler and sell to the final consumer, you are doing what? Retailing. You are doing what? Retailing. So retail trade is a business activities. Is the business activities of selling goods and services to the final what? Consumer. So anybody that is selling to the final consumer is doing what we call retail trade. Is that clear? What are the functions of retailers? What do they do in the society that makes them to be good? Number one is that they sell in small quantity to the what? Final consumer. The final consumer does not have the much money to go to the wholesaler and buy in bulk. Is that clear? So he now buys in small quantity from the what? Retailer. Is that clear? He provides after sale services. Do you know what we call after sale services? Like somebody sells a phone to you, you go to a phone shop, you buy a phone, but you don't know how to remove the pack and put the battery and start the phone very well. Do that initial configuration. So when you go to buy, you see that mostly they will collect the phone from you, is it not? They will unpack it, they will place it for you, they will place the battery, they will on it, they will tell you put your SIM card, they will even put your SIM card for the first time for you and make you see the way it works and teach you how to do the initial operation, is it not? That is what we call what? That is what we call what? After sale service. Is that clear? So retailers, they do after sale services. He grants credit facility to the consumers. What is that? When you go to buy, sometimes you don't have money, is it not? They will give you and say later, because he knows you. The retailer knows where you're staying, he knows your house. But the wholesaler in the market, does he know your house? No. So it's easier for the retailer to grant you a credit facility. He stocks variety of goods. He stocks what? Variety of goods. When you go to a retailer shop, you're selling Maggi, you're selling tomato, you're selling plenty things. But you see that wholesalers, they normally sell one. You see big wholesalers selling only Indomie, is it not? You see cartons of Indomie. But when you go to a retail shop, what kind of things you see there? You see variety of goods. He sells at convenient location on what? Hours. All those people that you're seeing selling around along this location, they are mostly what? Retailers. Have you seen any wholesaler selling things around? It's easier to open a retail shop because with small money you can open, isn't it? And you can see them sell goods till up to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the night, isn't it? But wholesalers, they don't do like that. Trends in retailing. What are the kind of things that you can do when you are doing retailing? Number one is branding. Branding simply means attaching a trade name to your product. You understand? You see, if you go to the east, there's what we call Ubuawa special. They use it for machine, motorcycles. You understand? You can put your name. You can bring something and put your name on it. Do you know? That is known as what?
So we have R in series. R is equal to what? R1.
You understand?
R2 plus what?
You can tell some the people producing or the wholesalers as they are coming. You can have a sticker.
Constant.
A sticker that has your name. You understand? Tclassified.com. Anybody that uses it will know that it's from Tclassified.com. That's it. Brand simply means attaching a trade name to a what? Product. Number two, self-services. If you go to retail shop which big retail shop do you know? Supermarket.
What do you mean? Which one is in parallel?
You go to Amigo. Where? Good. If you enter there without somebody taking you around, I hope you know you can move around and go and pick things that you want. Is that not true? That's how you do in the supermarket, isn't it? So self-service is buying without a shop attendant. You don't need a shop attendant to be following you. You understand? You can go and pick all your things. Is that clear? When you go to places like ShopRite, is that not how you do? You go and pick your stuff. It's when you want to pay. That's when you go and meet them for payments, isn't it? So in retail shops like ShopRite and all those places, you can have what we call self-service. You're serving yourself, isn't it? Then finally you have what we call vending machine. Vending what? Vending machine, which is simply where you have automatically dispensing of prepackaged what items. When you have what automatic dispensing of what prepackaged what items, such as drinks. Is that clear? If you go to in America, there's a place that once you put your coin, you can. There's one advert in the telly. You put coin, Coke will just come out, isn't it? So that is called electronic vending machine. You understand? In Nigeria here, we don't know, we don't have it much. Is that clear? So those are the things that you can see in retailing. And that's where we'll stop for today.